Hi, welcome back. And our presentation now is to share with you two tools or two ways to build career awareness, and those are SDMYLIFE and Career and Technical Education. I'm Megan Tatum, the Career Development and SDMYLIFE Specialist at the South Dakota Department of Education.
And I am Andrea Deem, and I also work at the Department of Education, and I am a school counseling and career development specialist.
So there are two ways to build career awareness. One is SDMYLIFE. There are more than two ways. We are going to share with you two ways. One is SDMYLIFE, and the other one is Career and Technical Education. We're going to start with SDMYLIFE.
And this is the cool thing about SD My Life is it is actually a free tool that you can use for career exploration and academic planning. And guess what? Anyone in grades 6 through 12 has an account. And to access the program, SD My Life, you can either use your K 12 email address and password or talk to your teacher and they can get you set up with access to get into the system.
So one feature of SDMYLIFE is self-assessments or just assessments in general. They might call them quizzes or tests or whatever, but there is four different types of assessments on the program. One is the Matchmaker, and that one is really helping you align your interests with careers. There's a personality style, which helps determine what your personality style is and what careers align with it. There's a skills lab, and that one really helps you align your abilities with careers. So, what skills do you have, and how does that align with careers? And then there's also learning styles. So, how do you learn best? The matchmaker, again, that one's about your interests. It's a 39 question assessment, and you are going to rate like to dislike on how you feel about a certain topic. So, this is an example working with children. You'd be able to select one of these options on how you feel about working with children. Again, you'll go through a short assessment, 39 questions, and at the end, it's going to match you with some careers that also relate to those tasks or those items there. So, the careers are unlimited. You can continue to view all. You can sort them alphabetically or by interest or by salary. There's different ways of sorting them. But again, there isn't a limited number of careers that you match with. So you can explore all of those. Personality styles, again, you're going to rate questions from or how you feel about something from like very much to dislike very much. This one's again a short one, 28 questions. And when you finish your 28 questions, you'll be given a personality style. And you may have more than one item as well. It doesn't mean you're just one thing. You could have more than one. And that one's going to help you relate your personality styles with the personality styles that are most common in specific careers. So you can sort your career matches by personality style as well. The skills lab is your abilities. So you are going to rate how often you would like to use a skill in your career. And that's a 35 questions. So you're just going to rate from you always want to do that to you never want to do that. So based on how you feel about a specific task or skill. And then when you get your results, you're going to be aligned with careers on how often those professionals in those careers use those skills. So you can also see how you answered the questions. You can view more careers, but then you'll also be able to sort those career matches based on skill. And the last one is learning styles. So there's a learning styles assessment in here. Again, a short assessment, 20 questions, and you are going to there's always a sentence and you write how you do with that task. So when reading a novel, you can answer that question. And there's different tasks like that as well. And you would answer how you feel or how you do those specific tasks. And then at the end, you're going to get your results and it's going to tell you whether you're a hands-on tactile learner, whether you're a visual learner and you like to see things on a board or a screen, or you learn by seeing. And there's auditory. So maybe you learn by hearing what the teacher says or by listening to a video. You can be an auditory learner as well. And then when you view the full results, it's going to give you study skills and different ways of how you can um, use the way you learn to help you succeed.
All right,
Okay.
now we're going to talk about different tools within SD My Life that you can use for exploration. So there's over 500 careers featured in the program. There are also over 3,500 colleges featured, and then there are over 1,400 majors. So there's a lot of good info in there for you to explore.
Yeah.
We're going to go through career exploration first. So, one feature is that you can look at a job description per every career featured. So, here's an example with pharmacist to see what a pharmacist does. Another feature is that you can see what the demand is for jobs. It's important to know if you're going to go into a career that you'll be able to get a job in it, right? So, that's in there too. Another feature is the core tasks. And what that means are what are the main things that a person does in that job. Another feature is what is called working conditions. And this talks about what you would expect if you were in the job. Are you working regular daytime hours, evening hours, nights and weekends, that kind of stuff. Then there's earnings. So then you'll find out how much you would make in the job. And we do have a feature in SD My Life that shows what you would make in South Dakota, which is very important too. Finally, there's a feature called education and training. So, what is required if you want to go into this career? And then another feature is where does your personality style fit in with this career? So, pharmacy actually would be really well with someone who has a thinker, helper, and organizer personality style. And based on what Megan's self assessment was earlier, thinker, it shows that that part would match up fairly well. So this is what is all involved in the career exploration piece of SD My Life.
Another piece was the college exploration. So we shared that there were a lot of colleges you can look at. You can look at their enrollment demographics, and those are big words. But what that means is what kind of students are attending the college. So you can see if they're in state, out of state, gender, different types of enrollment information. You can look at info for applying. So what information is needed when you apply? There's application requirements and admissions factors. So what types of items the college is looking at your application for. There's costs. So how much will it cost to go to school there? You can see the tuition, the room and board. You can also see a financial aid breakdown. And again, this is an average breakdown, but you can see that cost as well. Then there's majors. You can see the different types of majors that are offered at a school. You can see the different levels as well. So whether it's a diploma, associate's, bachelor, or graduate. Extracurriculars. So if you're interested in sports or activities, you can learn more about that on SD My Life. And then there's also a campus map. And this is one of my favorite features because it's like a virtual tour. You can take this little yellow guy and you can click and drag him over top and you can view um, different lecture halls or the campus on the outside. You can move them around and you can do a virtual campus tour. So there are a lot of different things you can view about or explore on colleges on SD My Life. Then there's also majors. So there are over 1,400 majors, and this kind of relates to colleges, but you can, if you're interested in a certain career, you can find out what major aligns with that career and you can search by major. So you can figure out what colleges offer that and what you can do now to help you set up for success in college.
So that was SD My Life as one of the tools you can use to build career awareness. Now we're going to take you in another tool, and this one's called Career in Technical Education, also known as CTE.
So what is CTE? CTE, as Andrea just mentioned, is Career in Technical Education. And there are what are called career clusters. Those are nationally recognized areas of different groups of different careers. So any kind of career, or all careers, we should say, are a part of career and technical education. Any kind of student can be a part of career and technical education. And when we say career and technical education, we're talking about courses that you can take in high school to prepare you for a specific career or career field. And so any kind of student can be a part of CTE. And then CTE is really helping students become prepared for the real world.
So now that you know what CTE is, let's talk about what CTE can do for you. Why would it be important in looking at getting into some of these CTE courses while you are in high school? So one of the big reasons is that it actually helps you with career exploration and preparation. Another reason is that it helps build those key soft skills. And we know that for being in the workforce, that it's important that you have those so that you're a productive employee. Another piece that students love is that these are all engaging classes. So you're not going to be bored easily in these. They are definitely hands on. Related to that is that think about how many times you've been in a class and you wonder, when am I going to use this or how will I use this? And the cool thing about CTE courses is that they are all career related. So you'll know right away that you're taking this class because it relates to a certain career field. And then finally, many of the CTE courses have the opportunity where you could earn industry certifications. So that shows that you meet certain skills, but it also will help you when you're looking for employment in the workforce.
So, how can you get involved in career and technical education? One way is to check with a school counselor or teacher, and then also ask them about what courses are offered and what student organizations are available. And career and technical student organizations, there's a number of them out there, but they're programs like FFA, FCCLA, FBLA, DECA, Educators Rising, HOSA. There's a slew of them out there. So just ask your teachers or your school counselors or anybody at the school or a parent even to help figure out how you can get involved in career and technical education at your school.
So I want to make sure you fully understand that we took you through two different ways to build career awareness, but those aren't the only two ways you can build career awareness. There's so many out there. And the fact that you are attending Let's Talk About Work really means that's another way you're building career awareness, which puts you on the right track for it too. And so consider there's tons of other resources out there as well.
So we just want to thank you for joining us today and learning about these two ways to build career awareness. If you need more information, talk with an educator and figure out how you can become involved or how you can get on SD My Life or be a part of career and technical education.
Thanks for attending.